Tilray stock, TLRY stock. So the stock is showing strength within a longer term bearish trend. All of these are coming on the news that the U.S. Department of Health has recommended to the U.S. Department of Drug and Enforcement Agency to reclassify cannabis or marijuana from a Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, meaning that it's no longer considered to be a dangerous or a drug that can be abused, and a drug that has no medical value as well. So it is that's what the implication of that means, and that bodes well for Tilray. Tilray is probably by far the company that you will easily associate with cannabis. Indeed, all the other ones as well. So that's what we're looking at right now. The stock is showing strength within a longer term bearish trend, but the long trend is still bearish. That the 200-day moving average is still declining, which implies that caution is still very much warranted. So in this pre-market session of today, the 5th of September 2023, not very much has been going on, but we saw there was a retracement in this pre-market session. It's got a support around $2.9, and it has rebounded from that to where it is now, $2.92. So there are upward projections and also downward projections. There's a downward projection. This is on the 1 minute chart, so that is where you see much of the pre-market action. Indeed, you could, if you have access to a 1 second chart, 5 second chart, you might even see something much more volatile, something much more dramatic. So 2.89 is the lowest downward projection on this 1 minute chart, and then above it is 2.91, and above it is 2.92. Above that, where it is right now, we have 2.93 all the way towards 2.97. All of these are on the 1 minute chart. So let's look at the 3 minute chart and see what the projections are like. Okay, on the 3 minute chart, it is trading below all of its moving averages. It has 2.94 and all the way to 3.03 on the 3 minute chart. So let's look at the 5 minute chart. On the 5 minute, we have it's also trading below all of its projections. 2.94 is above it, and the topmost is 3.02, very much like the 3 minute chart. So let's look at the 30 minutes before we go on and look at the longer term ones. Let's see, it's trading below almost all of its projections. 2.92 at the moment. So there's a downward projection of 2.85. There is 2.54 on this 30 minute chart, but there are way more upper projections. There is 3.04. There is 3.1. 3.1 is what it has already traded in this regular session, I believe. In this pre-market session, I want to believe, yes, it has already actually reached that sort of level, because the US market hasn't actually opened hasn't formally opened it hasn't really actually started trading formally, or rather openly, or rather it hasn't really been trading. It's just the pre-markets and the post-markets so far. That's what's in September. Really hasn't, nothing much has really happened. So yes, in this pre-market session, it has actually traded all the way towards 3.13 on this 30-minute charts. It's 3.13, but there are projections as well. As I lost track of what I was saying. 3.04, that's a projection. 3.1 actually traded above that already, and then we have 3.16 projections all the way towards 3.66. And is there any need to look at the 45 minute? Let's see, 45 minutes. So let's see. Yes, all the way towards 3.66, pretty much like the 30 minute chart. So let's look at the 1 day chart. The one day chart, we have projections of up to 4.79, but there are also downward projections, 1.26 and 2.25, 2.6. So let's look at the 1 week projections. 1 week projections for Tilray. Very ambitious, really ambitious. They're really ambitious. It's trading above its lowest downward projection of 1.7. So there is 16.72 on the weekly chart. I know you. I mean, that's well, that sounds really good. So that sounds really good, but what are the chances that will happen? 16.72. It's really ambitious, really ambitious. If 16.72, 26.18. I mean, to say the least, all the way towards $106. That's that. I mean, if that makes you happy, I mean, then take that. But in any case, the stock is people are talking about it. They are talking about it, and some are saying. I read. I was on I was watching a channel, and then somebody there was commenting and saying, if TLRY keeps going up, then I'll buy a boat. So that is actually what prompted me to come and review what's going on with TLRY, and I really didn't know that the U.S. Department of Health has recommended that cannabis should be reclassified as a much more useful drug. So well, if $16 makes you happy, then run with it. Okay, so see how you see what you're going to make of a TLRY stock, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.